There's got to be good investment opportunities out there. You just gotta find them. Take risk. Watch the trumper. Do I sound like a broken record yet? Those are all the phrases that my Uncle Tony keeps telling me when I talk about the stock market or investing to him. I can assume that everybody here has at least heard about the stock market before. For those that are unfamiliar or have limited exposure, it can be a very daunting place since there is simply so many different companies. The question then becomes, what exactly am I looking for in a company that won't lose me money and produce a solid gain? Now, I want to preface by saying I'm by no means an expert on picking stocks. However, I do know a thing or two about an upcoming electric vertical takeoff and landing, also known as eVTOL, aircraft company named New Horizon Aircraft. This is also known as Hover, and I've been researching them through overall industry and as well as watching many podcasts. Now, some background for those of you who might not know, eVTOLs are essentially flying drone cars that can take off and land vertically, removing the need for an airstrip, like in helicopters or airplanes. Now, to identify a company with strong investment potential, looking for the right indicators and qualities of a company is crucial to the success with your money. I believe Horizon Aircraft clearly embodies this mold of what an investor should look for through credibility, practical innovation, and market opportunity. So, what is Hover? Well, Horizon Aircraft was founded and co-founded by father and son, Brian and Brandon Robinson. Their headquarters is right across the border from us in Lindsay, Ontario, Canada. Brian's passions for airplanes at a very young age led him to create a successful engineering aviation business, while his son Brian Robinson's career quickly skyrocketed from frontline fighter squadron to being selected for the prestigious Fighter Weapons Instructor Course, FWIC, the Canadian version of Top Gun. I think it's safe to say that these guys know exactly what is needed out of them in the real world from an operator standpoint. The team's operation background ensures that they are remaining focused on the mission and purpose of the aircraft instead of getting lost in the market noise or swayed by market trends. This has been reinforced by Brendan's story, where he was inspired for the Caver X7 by his experience riding in search and rescue helicopters, where he was in a Boeing CF-18A Hornet fighter pilot with the Canadian Armed Forces. Their previous experiences with aviation in the military is also a testament to their character. I have observed Brandon being incredibly transparent to the public about news, troubles, and future outlooks as he goes on many podcasts, interviews, and presentations. This is a sign of solid leadership and having confidence in what you're creating, that it will not only work, but that it will be marketable as well. Sadly, this is a rare trait to have nowadays for a company, so it speaks to who they are. To put it in Brandon's words, we see many eVTOL concepts, and we have set ourselves apart by putting engineering first, producing a safe, tough, and capable machine that is simply a better way to build an airplane. That last point is very important. Simply a better way to build an airplane. Hover makes it simple and practical by not trying to reinvent the wheel, and in the aerospace industry, this is crucial for reliability. This can be found through their partnerships and funds that they receive and how they're utilizing them to their full potential. For example, their partnership with Pratt & Whitney on their PT6A turboprop engine is arguably one of the best design choices and consequently de-risks the aircraft. Pratt & Whitney's engine is widely known for being the most popular and reliable turboprop aircraft engine used today, and this will give Horizon a great platform to work on for the rear propeller. According to the newly released investor relations presentation by Hover, as you can see, it will enable them to fly as an airplane for 98% of the mission, while the remaining 2% will be up to their patented fan and wing design that allows for vertical takeoff and landing. This makes for an incredibly efficient and safe design in the air and is what differentiates them from other eVTOLs with airplane flight-like characteristics. Now, according to the 2024 annual report from the United States, The Cabaret X7 will be one of the first VTOL that can be successfully certified for flight into known icing conditions. This is because there are no open rotors, unlike other eVTOL designs, since all the fans are inside the wing and are sealed closed once in the air and flying by the rear propeller powered by Pratt's engine. Horizon's belief is that being able to operate in poor weather should expand their operational capability of the aircraft and further reinforce strong commercial business cases. Now, all this sounds fantastic, but will they be able to market this? And what market is Horizon Aircraft trying to actually target? Well, with the extra power on board due to the hybrid system, the X7 will be able to fly greater distances, putting it into the regional eVTOL market. I believe this market has the potential to see significant growth in the future. This is due to a lack in regional travel infrastructure, where NASA highlights that the average American lives within 16 minutes of an airport, yet must travel hours to larger hubs for even shorter regional travel. This can be seen as a huge opportunity for regional travel eVTOLs like Hover that can step in at a much lower price compared to helicopters or eVTOLs. Now, based on their slider investor deck, Horizon is predicting that they will be able to achieve just 97 cents per seat mile versus a $4.64 for a Bell helicopter. This will also be at faster speeds due to its flight efficiencies. If this is the reality, where people need a machine that is safer, quicker, and lighter, less expensive for regional travel, Hover will be right there. It is important also to not forget that this industry is incredibly competitive and they are still in the very early stages of proving out their concepts and designs. Horizon Aircraft represents a company that has the qualities that every investor should be on the lookout for when considering their own company choice, with credibility, practical innovation, and market opportunity at the forefront. With having said all that, remember the wise words of my Uncle Tony. There's gotta be good investment opportunities out there. You just gotta find them. Thanks.